And welcome back. Will you lay down, please? Welcome back to Hooker Team for another batch of Car Ranger episodes. I am really enjoying this season. I love the silly, over the top performances that everyone is putting on. Don't love the monster designs. I'll be honest about that. I do love their vehicles. I do love. Hello, hi. I do love all of the. Don't mind the scratch on her head. She's an idiot who scratches herself too hard. The cars that all the monsters have are, I love the Mad Max vibe. I love their little stupid car planet with its highways circling it. Um, yeah, they're just fun. They're just fun. And I feel like that's the main vibe that this show is going for overall. Just pure, stupid fun. Keep your tail out of my coffee. Will you lay the fuck down? All right, let's just get into it because apparently I can't. I'm not going to be allowed to just talk. Like, didn't we already deal with this guy? Oh no, that's right, he survived. I forgot that he survived. Because they didn't even have the super cannon yet. Oh, he was sleeping on the job. I like their boss. How do you fire your boss is an idiot? That's how you fire your boss. Normally, it bugs me when characters are goofy and over the top, like in O Ranger, the mad scientist guy. But that's because he was such an outlier compared to everyone else. In this, everyone's a fucking goofball. Everyone's over the top, kind of an idiot. So like it works. Like I don't normally a character like their boss at the garage would annoy me because what do you mean you're working with 5 power range Sentai and you don't even realize it, but they're all fucking idiots, and so it makes it makes his behavior as a goofy boss more endearing. And I also like that. I don't know if it's going to happen again this episode, but I like that so far all of the civilian interactions with monsters have been with their boss at the garage and his family. I like that a lot more than when it's just a bunch of different civilians every episode. Why did he need wheels on a spaceship? That is a sweet suit, though. That is a sweet monster, alien suit. Why is there a vending machine in space? Hi, party mom. I'm glad I settled on a name for you. That's absolutely not the approach you should take to a vehicle. I don't know how to drive. It'll all be fine. You've amassed $97,000 in property damage. Is that a ball sack? Yeah, because you don't know how to drive! Safety first. 10 and 2. I like that! I like that he's teaching him how to drive. That's nice. He's the speed racer. Vending machines. His one weakness. I like their suits. The helmets are dumb. The helmets are dumb. But I like the Car Ranger suits. Ballsack! It even sounds like they're saying ballsack. It's literally not his fault, though. You saw him get mind-controlled again. It is literally not his fault. Oh, took the hit! Like a champ! And died like a champ. Why is his sword playing cards? I've always wondered that. This would be a lot more tragic if I actually cared. Yeah, why is his sword playing cards? We haven't seen him do any other gambling or card tricks or anything that big else could, Oh, was that in the dick? No, it was just in the gut. Okay. A fucking Megazord burial. Or funeral, whatever. Are they gonna launch him into space? Alright, not how I was expecting them to do it, but yeah, they basically launched him into space. I like an episode where they don't actually use the Megazord to finish off an enemy. Just if only because it's a nice break from the pattern. obviously, like, you want to see the Megazord as often as possible because that's one of the staples of Sentai is the Megazord. The monster gets big and then they fight it with the Megazord. But I like when they don't, just because again, it's just a nice change of pace, and keeping it moving right along. Let's see what an episode with the word bicycle training in the title is going to be about. Again, I don't watch the previews for the next episode. I don't see a reason to, because if I'm about to watch the next episode anyway, why watch the preview for it? Just all right. We got yellow. I think is that green or blue? I get them mixed up. Oh, are we having a moment? Are we having a moment? We're having a moment! We are not having a moment! This is yo-yoing so fast. So we're not having a moment. She wants him as a younger sibling that she can look after, but then she also says things like wrestle and play samurai, so I assume by wrestle, like, it's just play fighting, but also the connotations there, sister, we're concerned. We're concerned. That is blue. That's blue, and let's not forget, he has severe self-confidence issues. I like her. I like her. I like her gangster design, the Bancho design that she has. Ma'am, settle down. Settle down. Ma'am, settle down! Holy shit, immediate mind control. See, those are girls. Those are girls for your girl gang. You understand that the Blue Ranger's not a girl, right? This is why I hate sharing the road with cyclists. Ma'am, at least have a motorcycle? You're gonna tire yourself out. Ha! She's even recruiting kids! Zordon would be proud. Is that... I thought she was gonna morph for a second there, but no, she just got her ass run over. Repeatedly. Alright, but she was still somewhat effective. Goal achieved. Alright, so it's Kyosuke, Natsumi, Naoki. She literally got run over! He is being put through it this episode. Ma'am! Settle down! Ma'am! Hands to yourself! Holy shit, dude! How strong are your legs now? And is it permanent? Yeah, but those aren't your legs. Those are the Megazord legs. I mean, I'm not arguing with the effectiveness of the move. I'm just saying. Settle down, ma'am. If you're that desperate to care for something, adopt a pet. Yeah, so that's definitely... I'm definitely picking up a trend where character episodes for Blue are him being the whipping boy of the show, which... Is Blue just typically the whipping boy in seasons? Because I noticed that in O Ranger as well, their Blue Ranger was the butt of a lot of the joke episodes. So, I'm okay with it. Fun monster design, loved her gangster design. It was a little overdone, but it worked for the concept. I wouldn't have minded seeing more of her mind controlling civilians. I think that was a fun gimmick that didn't get played enough, because once she started having to like cycle faster than the Rangers, all the civilians got completely forgotten about. But I'm appreciating that at least the characterization is consistent, being consistently developed. Because I mean, I've watched more serious seasons that didn't even manage that. So. And I hope you've been enjoying this batch of episodes so far. As I have said with each episode, I am really enjoying this season, so I hope you are as well. I hope you're enjoying all my silly commentary. Please let me know in the comments what you think of these episodes of the show, of my thoughts on them, of the cat interrupting me trying to record, the self-promotion to talk about the Patreon. Yes, come here. Nope, she won't let me pick her up and get her on camera. Of course she won't. Come here. Hi. Gotcha. Oh, you thought you could get away. Oh, and you got away. Come here. There we go. Alright, well, this has already run longer than I necessarily prefer it to. But, here, look at the cat while I tell you about the Patreon. For $1 a month, you get access to all videos a month earlier than they arrive on YouTube. You get access to the exclusives like the Sentai crossovers, full reactions to movies, other exclusives for things that just, for whatever reason, I don't end up being able to post on YouTube. And then, of course, the benefits go up from there. The $1 is our entry-level tier. That's our alpha tier. We have Alpha, Ranger, Zordon tiers, because, of course, we got to stay on brand. The Zordon tiers are most popular because that's the behind-the-scenes tier, because that gets you not only all of the other benefits, you just jump down and now you're crying that you're not getting attention. Whose fault is that? The Zordon tier gets you not only, of course, all of the other benefits that the other tiers offer, but you also get the behind the scenes. So, for example, this upload is episodes 9 through 12 of Car Ranger. The Zordon tier, you get the behind the scenes access where all 4 episodes, the full raw recording with all of my reaction, all of the reactions that get cut out, because I don't think the jokes are worth keeping in, as well as the full episode itself, and including all the times when I'm just sitting here watching the episode and I don't have anything to say. So you get to watch the entire show as part of the Zordon tier. So if you're able to join us over on the Patreon, please consider doing so. And with that being said, and with the cat being quiet, let's get back to the episodes. So I am really enjoying these character-focused episodes. They're fast, they're punchy, they're right to the point, they're punchy, they're fun. All of which I realize are also very indicative of the season itself. It's a pun intended. It's a very fast-paced season, and they're just going through the list of Rangers. Like we're about to have a Pink Ranger focused episode. It's just they're just working through the lineup, and I imagine that like once that's done, we're gonna get either another round of episodes or like, a focus on something else, either maybe focus on some civilians, or actually considering that episode 12, the one after this, has the name Signalman in it, which is the Blue Centurion. Yeah, we're gonna get our bonus character after this episode. But first, Pink Ranger focused episode. Let's see what they got for us. We already had a fat episode. Remember the explosive fat spray paint? Nope, not simping for him. In O Ranger, Juri and Momo were both in their 20s. These are both teenagers. Kid, if you call that chubby... eating disorders are a real issue, people. Oh! Okay, first of all, I hate his design. I hate that monster's design. But a really cool application of this monster's power would be if they're driving, he fucks with the numbers on their speedometers, so the harder they press the gas, the slower they go. Ballsack! I'm calling them ball sacks. That was slick! Look at that! Look at that! I love an outside perspective morph. An outside perspective morph is my favorite goddamn thing, even if it's just a jump cut like that. Well, not a jump cut, but a transition behind an object, whatever the term is for that. I hate your face. I don't mind the rest of his outfit, the calculator motif. It works perfectly for him. I hate his face. Oh, I was right! I was wrong! Why do you have a fashion critic talking about the Power Rangers? The Sentai, whatever. She's wearing a fucking helmet! How does that, why are you pointing out her cheeks inside of a rigid plastic helmet? No, she's my mommy. Child, you are 18, 19 years old. You're allowed to eat food. In fairness, breaking up your workday with a workout is with like little exercises is actually a really good way to do it. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, the brakes would still work. I like how they can even run super fast. No, but seriously, I like how part of their power set is to literally just be fast. They just ran on foot and caught up with a speeding bus that was going. I'm assuming that the new numbers on the meter was only a times 10, not like a times 100 or something crazy like that. So instead of like 20 miles an hour, it's going 200 miles an hour, whatever the fuck speed the bus was going at. And they fucking caught up to it on foot. They didn't even call out their little go-karts. Yeah, because you didn't fucking morph. No henshin. No henshin with the monster. No Stoppy the monster. Okay, $5 says he didn't actually mess up her scale. And that's going to be the final punchline of the episode, is that he didn't actually mess up the scale, she just hasn't been losing the weight. Alright, but is that a 9 or a 6? Yes! Exterior morph! Even if it's just as simple as doing a color blur over them, I appreciate an exterior perspective on the morph. Oh, right in the giant shin! And the nose! That's a double hitter! I'm gonna let her have that. I'm gonna let her have that. Good for her. Right? She's a kid! 3 of these 5 are literal teenagers. Yeah, character-focused episodes are one of the most entertaining parts of Sentai because they can just have fun. Like with this one, they can just be silly. I mean, it was a freaking episode about her being nervous about her weight because, I mean, Pink Ranger is, the most girly one, so of course that was the focus of it. But really really delightfully entertaining, and I especially love that it wasn't actually him fucking with the scale for how much she weighed, and she just made the assumption, and that's what let her save the day. Also, that double punch when she hit his chin and then the nose of the costume by accident was fucking hilarious. Alright, and assuming that I'm still going to do 4 episodes per upload, I should just stop assuming and just make the decision, but I haven't started editing anything yet at the time of this recording. But, assuming that we are at the end of this upload with this episode, we are getting, well, Signalman, but also known as the Blue Centurion. So let's fire it up. I've been looking forward to seeing how this plays out, especially because the difference between Ninja Man and Ninjor was very striking. So I'm curious how the difference between the two characters works here. Because when you're talking about Rangers, like Ko as the Kiba Ranger versus Tommy as the White Ranger, those aren't really comparable. Because those are like completely separate adaptations. Obviously Ninja Man and Ninjor are different characters, right? Or Gunmajin versus Auric. But Gunmajin and Auric act pretty much identically to how they were in each version. So I'm really interested to see how Signalman plays out in Car Ranger versus Blue Centurion in Turbo. I don't really remember much of Turbo. I'll be watching it after I watch all of Car Ranger, so I'll be able to do a better comparison at that point. But again, regardless of that, I am looking forward to seeing how he behaves in this, especially because it is such a joke season. So it'll be really entertaining to see how that impacts things. Probably out test driving because that's his job, or taking a nap because that's his job. Oh, wow, he really is just off taking a fucking nap. What a little shit. For the record, the only cops I trust are Sentai cops. Sentai and Power Rangers cops. I do love his fucking suit. I do love his suit. Like let's look at this suit for a second. Design language is in any show like this, any franchise like this, is the most important part. So you have blue, because a lot of cops wear blue, obviously. You have the helmet. Obviously, it says police on the side of his helmet, so that's a factor. He's got a badge on his chest. But more specifically, he has all of the traffic lights on him because he's not just a cop, he's a traffic cop because it's such a car-themed season. So all of the design language playing out works so fucking well. Not just space wars, not just space traffic wars. I feel like his badge is like a precursor to the Deca Ranger badges. You know, it has a lot of really similar looks to it. Never mind. Nope, never mind. Never mind, it's a fucking weapon! Holy shit! And it's tasing bitches! Get tased, bitches! You're kneecapping people! You're literally shooting them in the knees! You know, without the backdrop special effects, it doesn't deliver as well. Like, look at that! You can feel the sarcasm coming off of him right now. You can't get someone a parking violation when they're actively driving. That is the opposite of parking. Okay, that one's fair. That one's fair. Do not drink and drive. It's because you set up your base in the middle of nowhere. How do you already know where everything... I mean, granted, that just means you're doing your job well. Oh, it's a trap! He got trapped! Because he's dumb! Because cops are dumb! Do you have chalk at the end of that, or did you just gouge a line in the concrete? To be fair, we know he's here on a solo assignment, and we also know he takes his job very seriously. So I do understand why he's just like, no, it's like, stay the hell back. This is my job to do. I don't care if you're the Car Rangers. But bro is about to eat shit. Oh, get tased, bitch! How's it feel to be on the receiving end? You really like shooting people in the knee. That's the only place I've seen you shoot people. Every time in the knee. Oh, what are you gonna do now, bitch? Ha! Do you have a permit for that size? I love when they do that. Look at this. I love when they had to superimpose the one image over the other footage to have the giant mode of someone interact with people at regular size. Or that green screen mode where it's obviously like a big prop hand holding him. You're alive? How are you alive? You got Megazorded, you shouldn't be alive. No parking zone. Yep. Fucking cops. Fucking square. And that is it for episode 12 and the end of the second disc. We are officially a quarter of the way through Car Ranger. I'm loving it. It's hilarious. It's fun. Again, the pacing is nice and fast, pun intended. And it's just an entertaining show. I can already see the trends. Like, you know, it's going to be a running gag that Signalman wants to give them tickets for, like, you know, stuff that they have to do as Car Rangers, like drive fast to catch the monster of the week. He's going to want to write them up speeding tickets for that. The parking violation was a great note to end the episode on. Yeah, it's just silly. It's just silly, goofy, fun. And especially coming off Ultraman Tiga, this is exactly what I needed to watch.